How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here as we get into another episode of Veronica Mars with the penultimate episode of Season 1. So, yeah, things are going to start coming together really, really neatly in terms of concluding the story, I imagine, that has been ongoing for the season, not just in terms of course, the elephant in the room on who killed Lily, but of course there are other factors to consider with Veronica and the party, especially now that she knows about Logan being involved with the GHB, and that is especially with that new relationship that's formed between the pair, it is a bit So, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen, but it's not looking good for Logan at the minute. But like I said, there are a few areas to clear up, especially when you've got to consider scenarios like Abel Coons as well, with the fact that, well, there is this belief that he didn't do it, but he's going to, die with that notion that he did do it. So, but it's going to be very, very exciting to see what will unfold over the course of the next 2 episodes. So with that said, it's episode 21. Looking forward to getting into this. So with that said, let's go. This is still good. Yep.
Buenos dias.
He's just how long has he been casually sat there?
He's under military dictatorship in all the world.
Hey, will you stop for 2 seconds?
See, when they run away like that, it's kind of a hint they're not interested.
Oh, Hal. Uh-oh.
You do not want to start with me today, Paco.
Are you sure? It was in my day planner under gold.
I was just your business.
Well, I'm just looking out for Veronica.
Annoying Logan.
If you think
Night of Shelley Pomeroy's party when someone drugged and raped me. Explanation? Apology?
You were raped?
Uh-oh.
Okay, don't. Seriously.
Oh, shit.
What happened to you?
Who did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay. Even if it was you.
Well, I feel like Logan's,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to go throw up now.
Oof. I mean, she's got a point, though. She's got, and I do hope the person who did this to Veronica gets their face smashed in. We're going for 3 in a row in terms of just seeing assholes and whatnot suffer, because, the dog incident was not cool, last week was not cool, and, this is obviously not cool.
By the office when it's convenient, and we'll finish up.
Finish up.
Referring to the reward.
You might want to speak to your daughter about that.
Oh, no.
Veronica and I had an arrangement. You just met her into the bargain.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, I didn't do anything. I gave it away.
Who'd you give it to?
Gave it away?
Dick Casablancas.
Oh.
Look at that. Beaver's getting all the love and Dick's flapping out in the breeze.
Please, you have like the hottest girlfriend ever.
Much like fake booze.
Oh, out of context sentence.
They don't do as much.
You need hair white trash.
As I understand it, GHB is supposed to be
Oh!
Why would Madison do that?
nicer. I don't know. Because she's a horrible human being.
Just hates.
You can keep
Huh.
asking, but you're not the fairest. Trust me. I can tell you how to pay anything to you up till now.
Whatever, Veronica.
Oh, like what?
How about making
Well,
out with
explain
my boyfriend
the
in front
beef.
of an entire party?
Oh.
I guess I shouldn't take that personally, though, huh? You
But
pretty much.
what
made
if
out
she's
with
not gonna
everyone.
remember?
I don't believe you. Even start with the I was so wasted.
I wasn't drunk. I was drugged. Someone put GHB in my drink.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Even knew that I was. Just let me explain.
No, you just give us a minute.
Dad, if I can just explain.
Veronica, go to your room now.
Oh, damn! And now he's treating her like 4. Go to your room. Oi.
I would have gotten through this past year if it wasn't for you.
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have to.
He's beating himself up.
You like grabbing hair, huh? That's nice, huh?
So, Did we just have a version of events played differently?
Casey.
Perfectly natural.
Some of the guys thought it would be cool to see you make out with Shelly.
Jesus.
Feeding me shots?
Guess they were afraid you were sobering up.
What the fuck? But it makes sense as well. If she's not going to remember the night as well, it makes sense for the events in terms of the flashbacks to be different, right? Veronica's not going to remember, so she has to rely on, I guess, third-party information. She's going to have to rely on others in order to kind of fill in the blanks. And sometimes that means conflicting events in terms of how they came to be on said missing memories. So
Now that I have all the details, I don't feel like such a chump.
The answers.
I mean, I don't want anything ugly to come between these two. That's the thing.
I'm gonna hurt her or something, man.
Oh, I'd hurt her. She might
What
not
the
even know.
fuck?
This is so not even funny.
What's the problem?
Like you're serious? I mean, this is you trying to get me to do something stupid that you can laugh at me.
She's actually kind of hot.
Yo,
She's
you
quiet.
piece of shit.
Perfectly cute piece. Make sure you suit up. You don't know where she's been.
Oh, I want to punch him in the face. I want to punch him in the face.
How about reality, Dick?
What? I'm just telling you what I saw. I didn't drug you. Don't go blaming me because you got all wasted and slutty.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, that's what you get.
I might not remember the details, but I sure as hell remember the morning after.
Look, I swear to God, I didn't touch you, Veronica. Okay, I mean, Dick, he was
See,
all
every
on me telling
person
there
has
was this
their own
girl,
version
this-
of events.
This freshman, her name's Cindy, and she's kind of... I mean, I'm supposed to lose my virginity. Instead, I hurl on Carrie Bishop's shoes. Nothing happened. Really, I mean, I swear on my life.
And there's a
The
lot
last
of
time I
this
saw you, you were
pressure
passed out in
from,
that bed.
yeah, there's a lot of
Well,
pressure
hey.
being bestowed upon him.
Thanks for
Words will be great crab, Papa.
I'm allergic to
Yeah,
shellfish.
he's allergic.
Of course, I forgot.
You didn't forget. You never knew.
Oh,
I
shit!
just got you confused with Trina, that's all.
Does it matter?
There was a little
Does that count for anything else?
glimpse of who he used to be coming out to the surface there.
You're accumulating points. You've almost won the way back.
I'm committed to this family, Logan.
Oh, God. Shut the door next time.
Who? Who? Oh my god. Oh, she was with Duncan! Yeah, oh shit!
So you're here.
Hi, baby.
Miss you.
So it was, you know, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's consensual considering they were like both out there, but.
Then what about that is so wrong?
Because you're my sister!
Oh!
And I knew it! Even after my mother told me, I tried to just cut you out of my life. I loved you!
Oh no! Oh, this is so. Shit! Oh, it's all coming out the woodwork, isn't it?
I just wish I could do something. Or say something.
You don't have to say anything.
Just be there for her.
That's kind of the good part.
As long as you're there listening and being her friend.
Trust me, I know how he feels about you. He's not going anywhere.
Oh!
Hello. Who am I talking to?
Hi. Is this Cheyenne?
You know it, baby.
I'd like to set up a...
He was wasted and I was out of it. And I guess our feelings and nature.
Just one thing led to another, and then boom. Sorry. But, I mean, you do feel so much for Veronica. This has been plaguing her mind, understandably.
Why don't you come sit over here with me? and relax.
Keith,
okay?
what's going on?
Maybe we could go sit out on the balcony.
You're still gonna be married on the back.
I'd like to start by talking about Abel Kuntz.
Oh! Oh!
Miss Collins, my name is Keith Mars. I'm a private investigator.
Okay, I was like worried as hell
I've been
there.
looking for you for a year.
Working girl on the planet. I have a
This is
5-year-old
what-
son
yeah.
who thinks I'm a stewardess.
Oh.
A girl was murdered. Don't you think the person who killed her should be the one in jail?
Not the one that took the fall and you just accepted it.
Surprise!
Oh no! Oh no! Well, this is certainly a surprise, but for everyone else, I would say these two as well. But oh boy!
Goodbye, Dick.
What?
Get out of my house.
Let's go!
You have
Let's
a
go,
problem with Veronica,
Logan!
leave. Actually, you have a problem with Veronica. You're pretty much dead to me. So just like evaporate or something.
I'm betting Madison gave you a trip to the dentist. It's her thing. She does it to people she doesn't like.
Ah, there we go.
She spits in a cocktail and calls it a trip to the dentist.
Oh!
8th grade.
Why didn't you just fill the cup with lard?
So difficult. Oh, oh, wow! You disgusting piece of shit.
You have no idea what you did to me.
Oh my God.
I spit in your drink. You are like so scarred for life.
This is about Veronica, isn't it? You're still in love with her, right?
Oh, Meg.
Answer me!
Thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, Meg.
Got some deep.
Wait, dude, you can't be the cavalry and a martyr, man. Pick a side.
Leave her alone.
Oh! So he gave Duncan a oh my god. Oh god.
You barely even smiled since Lily.
You didn't know what would happen.
It does suck, doesn't it, for Logan? Like, that wasn't his intent to harm Veronica. His intent was to help bloody Duncan. Oh! What? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? Oh my no. Well, this is horrific.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Honey, I'm home.
So am I, honey. So am I.
What? Surprise! Alright, well, at least, you know, family reunion and all of that. Unless they are gonna go their, like, separate ways, like Keith and Leanne, so... Yeah, but, I don't know where to feel with Logan at this point in time, because... I mean, like I said, it's one extreme to the other. At the ending of the last episode, there was, of course, that notion that he was involved with the GHB, and I did want to keep an open mind about things. I know it's a very, very serious thing, but you've just had Veronica and Logan being paired together, and it's like you don't want something like you don't want him to be this kind of callous kind of character. Even if he has changed his ways and all of that. And plus, I don't think he would take the Aaron approach where, you know, he's done some very questionable things, but is now trying to move on, pretend that didn't happen. So, yeah. And I guess it's the same here, to be fair. Like, if there is, yeah, there is a bloody camera in the room, so, yeah. Unless Logan has no prior knowledge to this, I don't know. And it could be Aaron. But again, it just doesn't look good when it comes to this. So that's fucked. That is pretty fucked though. That episode was quite the whiplash, and it was probably one of the strongest episodes to date in terms of well, I mean, we've had 21 great episodes, and some have been better than others, but I think this one really stands tall in terms of one of the best ones out there, probably the best. It's just, with the acting that came about this, and addressing the severity of this situation, and again, the amount of whiplash that we had with certain characters in particular, like Logan. Yeah. And I even love, of course, with Veronica, and how there is going to be difficulty remembering what happened that night. I did love that through every O9er that she got to speak to about that night. There were different there were there were different perspectives in terms of what happened and whatnot. So and it does create a bit of a whirlwind in terms of, okay, well, what actually happened, etc. So yeah, and it is just really, really tragic. So yeah, and the amount of pressure and hurt that is building up on Veronica throughout this episode is just palpable, because this is going to be a very distressing topic to talk about, the night she was raped, and how she's trying to piece the puzzle together, but she just doesn't know. Yeah, she just, it's just so sad. And, well, even, I mean, whatever the case, the outcome was going to be very, very, sad and whatnot anyways, because it's it's not a subject that it's just a very, very difficult subject to talk about. But there is, of course, even though that there was, I guess, no intentions, I guess, you could still say that rape still happened, because both Duncan and Veronica were out of it. But there is a bit of a tragic sense about Duncan or acknowledging the fact that, well, they could be siblings. We are doing this dance again. There does seem to be a bit of an affirmation for Duncan. But I feel like Keith is probably now the only person who knows. Well, if he does, of course, read the results, he'll be the only person that does truly know. So, but I mean, the distance as well when it comes to Duncan and all of that, I guess that is a certain reaction you'll have in terms of trying to distance yourself from Veronica. I mean, you've been with Veronica, and now to find out that, well, she might be your sister, it's like, yeah, so, but, yeah, I mean, it was really, it was like the admission and the distress of Veronica. That scene was just a really, really powerful scene. So, again, it just really details how kind of tragic this whole situation is. I mean, the whole idea of Veronica trying to find out who raped her, and who was also responsible for drugging her, and yeah, for Duncan remembering the idea that they might be related, it does all seem like it does seem like a mixture of just, yeah, absolute despair, because it's both uncomfortable scenario. They're two uncomfortable scenarios merged into one, and it's just, yeah. So yeah, but it was a really, really powerful episode, to be fair. So yeah. And it was, I just really loved Veronica's way, like how she went about, even though that this thing is, of course, going to be a very painful thing to reflect on. The way that she was going about against the 09ers in terms of trying to fill in the blanks, it was just really powerful. Like, Veronica's just been a really, really amazing character. And, the way that she was not taking any shit from anyone whatsoever. There's a lot of pain behind the face, but the way that she conveys like to others to not screw around and whatnot, and to give her the answers to her straight. It's just really, really great stuff. So, because like, even I think in the first couple of episodes and prior to that, as I guess we've seen really with this episode in terms of the flashbacks, there is this whole idea of people trying to walk all over Veronica, and Veronica's not having any of this right here when she's needing to find out what exactly went down, because she's just got this whole information about Logan, and there needs to be that resolution. Okay, what actually happened? And I'm not fucking around, so tell it to me like it is, and maybe your skateboard won't be harmed. Maybe, there's such a determination from Veronica, and it's just, it is great to see, but it's also bittersweet as well. So, yeah, but it was just very, very interesting, though, just like I said, to see how this whole story came about as well. Like, even in terms of who actually I guess drugged Veronica as well, because that in itself was, well, I guess it was kind of accidental. So yeah, because I mean, we saw what Logan did in terms of putting something in. I mean, that could still be construed as shady, but we saw what Logan did in terms of putting the drug in Duncan's drink. But with his testimony, I found it very, very interesting about why he did that, and it wasn't anything malice. It wasn't it's to screw around and all of that. It was because he was kind of losing Duncan anyways with Lily's death, and he wanted to kind of bring Duncan back in a sense. So, of course, he had no intentions in regards to what could potentially have gone down. So, but that's where Madison came in, because, yeah, I mean, it's just fucked up. I mean, the fact that she just spits in a drink anyways is just fucked up. But I mean, the fact that because she, I guess, inadvertently got Veronica drugged up as well. Yeah, it's just absolutely messed up. So yeah, but I just, it was just really, really messed up. So yeah, but I did like, of course, the idea that with Veronica trying to get a detail on what happened that night, we did see a lot of familiar faces that have appeared over the course of this show. But there is one constant theme, and that's most of them are complete dickheads. So, I mean, there is Dick, of course. There is, there's going to be Beaver. There's going to be Madison. Especially with the way that she just, I'm gonna, spit in the drink, and yeah, very. I mean, it's not just unhygienic, but of course, the bigger focus is the fact that, well, there was drugs in Madison's drink anyways, and she distributed that to Veronica. So, yeah, but it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen next episode, because finale, Leanne's back, and of course we got to address what happened to Lily, right? So, yeah. And it's so interesting as well, because I was thinking, in my mind, I can probably see where they might be going with this in terms of like rounding things off for the final episode and explaining how it happened and all that jazz, and seeing the consequences of whoever killed Lily befall upon them. I still don't know. I still don't know. I mean, the cameras, I feel like, especially with Lily and Logan being a thing, I mean, surely that's not just to kind of throw us into this whirlwind in terms of how do we feel about Logan. There has to be something more. It might have to be in relation to Lily, and yeah, so but just have to wait and see what does happen, because yeah, I don't think it was Logan who killed Lily. That's the thing, though. I feel like, yeah, and we've just had this whole episode about Logan's part in the party, and I mean, I guess Veronica has made amends with him, and now she's just seen that camera. I don't know. I just don't think it was Logan, but I'm sure those cameras are going to be very, very pivotal in terms of finding out what happened to Lily, potentially. So, I don't know. Because those cameras have got to, like, I guess, fill in certain blanks as well, surely. So, especially if, the common person does not know about, these cameras being planted around the house, and, yeah, so, but, yeah, I really enjoyed this episode, though. Again, Duncan, I mean, I did feel so bad for him, to be fair, in this episode. I mean, it's not just the fact that he doesn't know if he killed Lily, but of course, that, I guess, revelation that both Duncan and Veronica were having sex, and it's, yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not really consensual, but it's, yeah, because they were both drugged up, so, yeah, but I think it's the whole idea as well that Duncan finally addressed that to Veronica. So, and it's like, yeah, both characters are going through it really much in this episode. Like, again, Duncan just doesn't know if he killed Lily. He has these blackouts, and he is under a lot of stress as well. It's really, really heartbreaking, to be fair. So, but of course, this episode was more so about Veronica trying to get closure on what happened that night, because that thing has been plaguing her for the past year, and yeah, so yeah, but yeah, this was a really, really great episode. So yeah, even the whole Keith situation as well was just wild, because I'm like, this isn't Keith. This isn't Keith. Like, I don't think Keith would travel. Well, it's the fact that he's traveling to, what was it, Vegas, and Cheyenne, I think her name was. Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Because I don't. Keith, what are we doing? And it was all because of the fact that she had a thing with Abel Kuntz, so who he doesn't believe killed who he doesn't believe killed Lily, but try to get some answers from someone who was, especially on the night of Lily's death. She might know something to, kind of free Abel, because that's it. Like, with this episode, and I guess next episode now, we've got to start really pushing the boat further in terms of trying to wrap up Lily's death and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, it's just it was just really, really great stuff. So yeah, but I'm just really curious on what's going to happen, like, especially with Logan. He's got to answer for the bloody camera. It's a roller coaster, isn't it? Just when you think Logan's in the good books, there is another anchor that has attached itself onto Logan, right? Because that's it, though. It's gonna throw any kind of goodwill back into the abyss again that Veronica had for Logan. Logan wanted, that's it though. This is a very, very, I mean, the cameras are pretty damning as well, like, especially with blackmail and something like that, along the lines of what the camera could be used for. But that whole night, and with Logan finding out that, with Logan being told that I was raped and all that, you saw the concern, the concern on his face, just because Veronica, was a victim. And he wanted to come clean about his involvement because he wanted Veronica to assure him. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, this is all just a ruse to get Veronica in his good books, or Logan in her good books, should I say. But I don't know. Again, the cameras, the next episode's going to be very interesting, not just because we're going to get some answers about that, surely, but also we'll get to find out, surely, who killed Lily. And, it should be a very, very banger episode. I'm excited. Until then, though, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!